Hi everyone, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me for another month of my favorites. So today we're going to be talking about some of our May favorites, and in this video I'm including some skincare, hair care, and even some things for your overall body care as well. So if that's what you're into, then let's get into it. So let's start our favorites off from the top of our body and work our way down. So what I'm loving at the moment to keep my hair super soft and knot free is the Kevin Murphy Leave-In Repair Treatment. This treatment I use every time I get out of the shower. I put it on wet hair and I just leave it in, like it says, leave-in treatment. It honestly makes my hair less knotty. It's so much softer, just like the previous conditioner that I used in my April favorites. That is what I use before I get in the shower. So this is what I use once I get out of the shower. So yes, we have a whole lot of conditioners going on. Well, for me, it is really important to keep my hair nice and soft. I just like how it feels. So the Kevin Murphy Leave-In Repair is really, really good. It's a bit on the pricier side, but it's definitely worth it. I've had this bottle for quite a while now and I'm probably almost finished, but I've had it for at least 6 months maybe. And like I said, I use it every time I get out the shower, and I don't only use one pump, I use at least 2 pumps. It goes a long way with this one. And then moving on to skincare. First thing that I have is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil. So this I know is technically a primer, but when reading the ingredients online, so I'm just on the Smashbox website at the moment, and it says that inside here it has 15 lipid-rich plant extracts and essential oils, including moisturizing jojoba oil and calming chamomile. And it also strengthens the skin's barrier. I like to use this primer because in my lines here near my face, and sometimes I have lines on my forehead, so the lines there, the makeup sits inside those lines, and with the primer oil it just helps to fill in those lines so that the makeup doesn't sit in there for me. And because I don't have oily skin, I can use this, and I don't get oily in the patches that I've used this, but obviously I use it all over my face. Also, I have had this for quite a while too, and I use at least 2 to 3 drops on my face. It's definitely, there's a lot in that comes in this bottle. So technically it's a favorite for skincare and makeup. So this is probably my go-to and will always be one of my favorite cleansers for my face. And this is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cleanser. So a lot of these products I'm showing you today I've tested and I've had for quite a while. These are my ride or die, or things that I use quite often, especially when I know that I've been testing out new products and I just want something that can go on my face that I trust and that I know works for me. Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cleanser has so many good ingredients for your face. Some nice apricot oil, almond oil, kernel oil, avocado oil, and those are only some of the good ingredients that it has. So this cleanser, as you can see, I'm almost done with it. It's almost empty. It is a foamy cleanser, but it's not one of the most foamiest that I've ever had. So it's a very light foam to me, and it's very, very gentle. So this is something I always go to when my skin is feeling very, very sensitive and I just want a normal clean. It doesn't strip your skin of the moisture that you have. So when you wash, it doesn't feel like your face is gonna crack again. I know a lot of these foaming cleansers do, but this is definitely one I recommend, and definitely one that everyone should have in their beauty regime or beauty routine, because it's for all skin types and it's very, very gentle. So we're going from a super gentle cleanser to a bit more of a facial exfoliator. This is the Body Shop Vitamin C Glow Boosting Microdermabrasion Facial Exfoliator. This is definitely not something I use very, very often. It's not harsh on the skin, but it's definitely something that you can feel is exfoliating your skin. So it has shea butter, it has a lot of vitamin C inside, and it's just a really nice facial treatment or facial exfoliator. And it comes out and it looks like this. It definitely has quite a grainy texture to it. You can feel the little like beads inside. So it's definitely something, if you use it, I would really recommend going very softly over your face with it, because I think going too harsh with this could leave quite a few microscopic scrapes on your face, and nobody wants that. It doesn't smell the greatest. It doesn't smell like I would think a vitamin C anything would smell. So after I do use this product, my face definitely has a glow to it the next morning. It's definitely a lot smoother, and I just feel like like when my face gets too full of everything, like I've used so many products or I've tried too many things, then I will just go in with this sometimes and just treat it to, you know, taking all those dead layers off. I used this in one of my other videos, one of my crime and makeup videos, and this is the KK Beauty brightening powder. And basically it looks like this. So it comes in a box like this. So you open it up and it has a little powder thing at the bottom with a mirror on the top. It stays true to the word brightening powder. So you just take a little on your finger or on your brush, and it's just such a beautiful light powder. It just brightens up the under eyes so nicely. So obviously you get different shades and they complement your under eyes according to your shade. I took the lightest shade because I need the most help there lightening my under eyes. It's such a fine powder, so it really does brighten up and doesn't sink into my smile lines under my eyes. That's really something I appreciate because I really struggle with powder setting and sitting in the little lines under my eyes. So if you want to brighten up your under eyes, this is something I recommend. It's quite easily accessible, even though we don't have the KK Beauty here in South Africa. So yeah, it's quite easily accessible via our online beauty shops, which that's where I got mine from. So this is a bit random, but this is the POREfessional Agent Zero Shine, and it comes in a little round thing like this. This I think is only the tester size because I got it in a little bundle from Benefit, so I don't think this is the real size. But let me tell you, this little buddy over here has lasted such a long time. Just tip it out, well, I tip it out into the lid, and then I take the little brush, or you can use your beauty blender or your normal makeup brush, and I tap it onto the places where I may have some shine. Don't always get oily on my face, but sometimes if I've been out for quite a while, if I have makeup on that, you know, we're going out for a function or you go to a wedding, you can always take this with. It's so small, it's so practical that you just take this with, you pop it in your handbag, and you use the little brush that it comes with, and you just tap it into those places that just, you know, refuse to stay like perfect. For the handbag, for that extra shine, this is definitely something I recommend. I have tested it before and it works like a charm. I know you get like blotting paper and all that stuff, but I just feel sometimes for me the blotting paper, maybe I'm just too heavy-handed, but it takes my makeup off and I don't really feel like reapplying. So I just rather put more on than take off. That's just me, that's just something I prefer. So I definitely recommend this, and it's perfect for a little handbag size or anywhere you want to keep it discreet. Then the second last thing for the face that I have today, this is my second little tube of it. Before I get into it, this is more of something that is just beneficial to me. You know, it's just something that I suffer with. I'm not sure if any of you suffer with. I don't have any really dry skin on my face, but my lips are the worst. If I go to bed and I don't put this on, the next morning I feel like I've been talking the whole night. That's how dry my lips are. Maybe I do. I don't know. I don't know if I freak out the neighbors. This is the Elizabeth Arden 8-hour cream, and it's just a lip ice that I put on my lips. Basically a lip ice, or like a chapstick kind of thing that you put on your lips before bed. They recommend that you put it on before bed, but you can use it whenever you want to. Two of my favorites. This is one for nighttime, and I do have one for the day, but I think we'll wait for that one. Basically, it is a beautiful little peachy color like this, and I take a little bit. I have used this for about a week now, and like I said, this is my second bottle, and look how little has come out there. You use the tiniest amount on your lips. So even though it is a tiny little pot, it does last me quite a while, as you can see in there. So I just take a little bit out of the pot with my hands and then put the tiniest bit on my lips. It does spread out quite well. So like I said, that tiny bit goes such a far way. It really works well, and it's not like that chapstick or that lip ice that you get that is really thin in consistency. It's quite a thick consistency on my lips. So it's definitely something I do just before bed because it's quite thick. So yeah, it's quite a luxurious thing to have, but like I said, it's just something that I need and that I think that makes my lips a bit better in the morning. And then we're going to move on to some of my body products that I'm using, which I'm enjoying at the moment. I know a lot of people are trying to go a bit more natural with their deodorant. I do have a deodorant that I must admit is not natural, that I am loving, but I do have a deodorant that is natural that I am enjoying slightly. I'm still getting used to it, but I have been using this for about a month and a half now. A little bit on and off, but for the days that I do use it consistently, I can see a difference. And that is the Sarah's Day Pity Party Natural Deodorant Putty. It's a ceramic jar that it comes in. Scent is coconut and lime, which I'm not really a fan of the coconut smell, but the lime gets me every time. So inside the jar, it looks like that. It is quite a thick consistency. So once you scrape it out, it looks like that. Made of sodium bicarbonate, shea butter, coconut oil, kaolin clay, organic arrowwood powder, lime essential oil, and natural fragrances. So it's pretty natural, and you basically take a pea-sized amount and you just rub it in. You can feel the grains of the bicarbonate, which I'm assuming that is what it is. But it smells really nice. I have got to like the smell, even though I don't like coconut. So for a natural deodorant, I do think it is really nice. My only recommendation with it is that if you tend to gym or you maybe sweat a bit more, I would definitely take the deodorant with you and reapply it, because it won't last. It definitely does disappear, so you do smell, you know, natural pheromones again. But that's just one thing. So I would just reapply, which is no big deal. I have used some other natural deodorants in the past. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll show a picture of it up here. I loved that one, I really did. But unfortunately, it's overseas. Same as the Sarah's Day Pity Party. It's all overseas that we have to bring in. So I need to maybe find one that is more local that I could test out. Both of these I am really liking so far. Like I said, this one was my favorite. So yeah, I'm definitely giving these a shot. I am enjoying this a lot. It is super easy to apply. It's not like a hard consistency that you can't scrape out of the barrel, but it's good, guys. Then another Sarah's Day product that I'm loving at the moment, the Butter Me Up Brightening Skin Butter, and it looks like this. It is a massive jar, and it's also ceramic, so you could just, once you're done with the product, you can just scrape everything out and reuse this if you want. I cannot stress enough how amazing this smells. I think the reason why I like this so much is because it smells more like lime than it does coconut. So basically it looks like a thick putty when you first open it, but when you scrape it out of the little jar and you put it on your skin, it completely melts away. So it's completely gone and basically into an oil on your skin, and it's just amazing. I don't really like to feel super, like if I put cream on, I don't really like the cream to be on my skin for a whole long period of time. I really enjoy when the creams sink into my skin and there's just a little bit of shine left, and this does that. This is why I love this thing so much. So yeah, it is just a beautiful consistency. I've used this for quite a while and there's still so much left. Obviously it comes full to the brim and I've used quite a bit of it, but this will definitely last me quite a while. It's just such a nice consistency and just something that I really like. Then the last thing that I want to show you today is pretty random. Well, this whole batch has been random today, but it is the Ecotools. It's just like a little body brush that I've been using just before I get into the shower. So you can use this when you're in the shower and the bristles are wet, but I prefer to use it before I get in the shower when my skin is dry, because then it just grips nicely onto the skin and exfoliates it quite nicely before you get in. Obviously don't do it too rough because these bristles are a little bit hard. It's not like those Bri brushes that you use before you start cooking the meat, but it's just something extra to pamper yourself. I enjoy it because I do feel like after I shave or anything that it is a bit of rough skin, so I just do this and it's super smooth afterwards. There are different colors that you can get. I think I got this on, I can't remember where I got this, but I'll link it in the description below. It's beautiful. It's got a little wooden on top and then it's pink on the inside over here, and you do get different colors, but obviously I like the pink one because it's pretty. And it's got a nice little grip handle so you can really scrub there where you need to. So those are the things that I've really been loving this month. It has been really fun revisiting things that I have been loving and showing you what I love. I think this month was more of my ride or die products than anything else, because these I have been using for such a long time. These are some really old favorites. There are 1 or 2 new things in there that I haven't really tried for that long, so it's only just been about a month or 3 months, but otherwise everything there I have used for a long time. So definitely products that I recommend that you try. I hope that that was maybe helpful to some of you, if you're looking for those kind of products, and that I maybe helped you with your search along the way for those. But other than that, I hope you're all staying well. I hope you're all staying safe. Thank you so much for joining me again today. As you know, I always enjoy being here with you guys. So I hope I get to see you again next time. So thank you again. Bye.